Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Let's put that team on the bus. Hey. He's coming. Check in.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
Watson, option play. He'll hand it to Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Texans.
Out of the gun, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
A play fake for Miller. It's Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From the 44, Tannehill, flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, full touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 89 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out.
It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
Come on and get it.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10,
we
5.
got plenty of fight, baby.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, it's Miller. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Evans, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Third and 2, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Houston.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
That's caught inside the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. A nice little juke. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Khalif Raymond.
Can't be denied, boy.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Khalif Raymond.
That was a special special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
On the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Flushed out right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Texans 1st down.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Watson now to throw. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st down.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Brought down at his own.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And he is out up around the 15-yard line.
That's good.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On 2nd down now, it's Evans. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Tannehill. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A shotgun snap for Watson, eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about... the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal from the 1.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans will extend their lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they faked the run.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got Evans. And he goes out right around the 39.
Well, certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On first down, Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Going deep here for Stills. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Watson flushed out right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 45
Well,
yards.
you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Johnson on the option. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Tackle made by Jayon Brown.
On the option, they go with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Taken down.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Operating from the gun, Watson. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And now Watson throws another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill. He will find Davis. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll run it again with Miller.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Check that guy.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up fourth down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here's Johnson going to get the handoff, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. David Johnson denied here on the fourth down run. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. On second down, it's Miller. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 15-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Back to throw, Tannehill to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 76 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Tannehill. Incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line.
1st down, Houston.
Again, it's Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
The tackle made by...
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
41's coming, 41's the mic. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Tannehill now to throw. Being chased out left. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Back to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall.